Young and the Restless recap March 18. Audra played with fire. sofab.com/young-restless/recaps-year/young-and-the-Audra-played-with-fire. The Young and the Restless recap for Tuesday, March 18, sees Victor playing Puppet Master, Holden making a move, and an update about Amy sends her sons running to the airport. What happened on Y and R? Summer, Allison Lanier, tracked down Kyle, Michael Mueller, and updated him on her mother's situation. Kyle struggled to understand the motive behind the kidnappings of Sharon Case, and Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, as is everyone else. Summer insisted that there didn't seem to be one, yet something still felt off. She refused to rest until the kidnapper was caught. Claire, Haley Aaron, arrived and caught Summer and Kyle mid-conversation, adding a bit of awkward tension to the mix. Later, Victor, Eric Braden, stumbled upon Kyle and Summer having lunch. Summer joked that she was treating Kyle to a mercy lunch since Claire had canceled, but Victor's real interest was in Kyle's working relationship with Jack, Peter Bergman. Kyle played along but quickly realized Victor wasn't being sincere. After Summer stepped away, Kyle called Victor out for his politeness, insisting that Victor couldn't care less about his father-son bond. Kyle believed Victor had an agenda. Of course, he wasn't wrong, but Victor was never going to admit it. Summer later theorized that her grandfather was trying to push them back together. Mixed signals. Meanwhile, Audra, Zulika Silver, questioned why Holden, Nathan Owens, was still in town, and he admitted the weather had delayed his flight. But he wasn't exactly upset about it. Seeing her again was a silver lining. Audra tried to keep her distance, reminding him the past was the past. But Holden wasn't buying it. He sensed she was sending mixed signals, and Audra didn't entirely deny it. She confessed to letting him believe something that wasn't true. Holden demanded clarity, and Audra finally admitted the text he saw was from Nate. Seen Dominic, who was likely just trying to prove he wasn't jealous. Holden wanted a chance to prove himself to her, but Audra remained skeptical. Still, she didn't refuse his invitation to lunch. Lingering feelings. All the while, Damian, Jermaine River, interrupted Lily, Crystal Collill, Devin, Brighton James, and Nate to ask about Amy's, Valerie Pettiford, hospitalization. The news blindsided Nate, who checked his phone and realized he had missed calls from the doctor. He learned that Amy's new experimental treatment had started immediately. Damian worried whether he could make it to Chicago in time, but Nate suggested they go together. Damian appreciated the gesture, and Lily hoped this marked a positive turn for Amy. As Nate and Damian prepared to leave for Chicago, Lily and Devon were surprised to see Audra having lunch with Holden. Lily couldn't help but comment on Audra's apparent good time, and Holden quickly picked up on Nate's family's disapproval. Audra shrugged it off, but Lily couldn't shake the feeling that Nate was heading for heartbreak. Devon advised her not to get too involved, but Lily was certain that trouble was on the horizon.